Mr. Trump.
Hit him with the hawk, yeah. Hit him with the hawk, yeah. Feel like Professor X, Iron Man. I feel like Tony Stark. Family ties, matter wheelchair. He died like Steve Harvey. Paralyzed, parallel. Boy, you better park it. Plus I'm pissed off. Like my middle name is goddammit. Light skin meat, same color as a ham sandwich. Hanging out the Tesla truck, I'm shooting with the big stick. For him, staking like the fish. Vinny, VG, yeah. I can make your time finish. Red, white, and blue. I bet I bubble like I'm Pepsi-Cola. Feel like Jesus Christ, Captain Planet, and I'm Pepsi-Cola. Hit it with the hawk, then I hit it with the baking soda. Tractor trailer, Bobby, cut the grass, then I bag it up. Trump 2024, you know I had to back it up. Red versus blue, and you know I'm just black as fuck. Popping out the kitchen sink, I'm swimming through your aqueducts. Badass kid, whoop his ass, he just acting up. Just touched down, holy moly, back to 50 count. Girls gone wild, and I think I see some titties out. Mr. Trump plastic, I had to bring the city out. Dropping breadcrumbs, but you know I took the paper out. Feel like Randy Moss catching plays with the quickest route. Hunter body nose dive, I think he got the biggest now. Shotgun blast, party back like it's Ricky Lake. Menace to society, I don't think you hide me. West Bank got the strip, I'm turning up in Palestine. Last name Cupid, shoot your ass like it's Valentine. Yin Yang symbol Fibonacci, that's a 69. Old man Grady, but I think my name is Clementine. Graveyard shift, and I think I pulled a 10 and 9. Hit him with the hawk, ball eagle, that's a friend of mine. USA flag, and I stitch it with the Betsy Ross. Baywatch Barbie had me feeling like the Hasselhoff. 100 Biden grams, hit that nose with a bag of sauce. Smoky Mountain ribs, and I hit it with a dab of salt. Mr. Trump, tactic, hit the button, then I'm blasting off. Home Alone 2, set the trap like Macaulay Culkin. Fettuccine pasta had me dancing at the Olive Garden. Double D bags, and I'm swinging like the Dolly Parton. Side step shooter, Jason Tatum, now I'm James Harden. Ice cream dripper, and I'm cold like the basketball. Cheesy with the pulse of Santa, surfing on the beach toppers. Heavyweight champ, box you in like Bernard Hopkins. Hit him with the hawk, whoa, hit him with the hawk. Feel like Professor X, I remember, I feel like Tony Stark. Hit him with the hawk.
Yeah, we back and in it again with another episode. Shannon Sharpe, Ocho, Chad Ocho settles for a $20 million lawsuit, family, by Jimalita Tillman. A Chicago arts executive filed a $20 million defamation suit against Shannon Sharpe and Chad Okocinco. All right? So they settling. This shit's crazy. The lawsuit stemmed from comments made on the Nightcap podcast about a viral Usher concert clip where Usher fed Tillman cherries. The host allegedly claimed she was married and divorcing due to the moment. This case was dismissed with prejudice on August 7, 2025, and it cannot be refiled. Tillman stated that she was pleased with the resolution and emphasized moving forward with community contributions. Some outlets suggest a private settlement may have occurred, though no official financial details were disclosed. So the case got closed, all right? It got dismissed. Let me pull this up. So they don't know if she got cashed out or not. So there's a possibility they could have paid her under the table, but it got dismissed, it got settled. So I'm trying to figure out, did they really have to pay up? Because we all know Shannon Sharpe, man, he been in hella trouble, fam. He been in hella trouble for the last few years. See, he started off good, but he ended up bad. And let's keep on reading right here because we gonna pull up who this lady is. I don't know if y'all remember this black lady in that Usher video. She was getting fed strawberries, but Usher he got herpes, so she let a sexual deviant like Usher feed her damn cherries, and now she's saying that she can't find no damn husband because of what they said. This is the shit that's going on in black news right now, Phil. And like I said, you wonder why they canceled BET because we get all these damn antics, all this sexual deviant behavior, and you see these black men getting beer battered at this point. Which as they should. They're not going with this old narrative, man. They trying to clean these streets up. People still trying to hang on to this damn sexual deviant lifestyle of the rich and famous when all this shit coming to an end. So who knows if she got cashed out or not? It says Sharpe and Johnson allegedly said Tillman's husband was filing for divorce. Though she said she was not married at the time and still is not. She's crazy. She also said she tried to contact the two former NFL stars but did not get a response from neither, nor the company, according to Fox 32 Chicago Tia Earwing. The suit was dismissed with prejudice, so they can't bring this shit back up in U.S. District Court in the Northern District of Illinois. The records show meaning the case cannot be refiled in the same courtroom. Tillman also released a statement to Fox 32 regarding the decision. She said she is pleased with the outcome. We are able to put this matter behind us. And the thing is, she see all these other people getting cashed out. Shannon Sharpe cashed the OnlyFans model out. What was it, 20 million? Maybe I think it was maybe more than that. But yeah, he cashed her out, and I guess other people are looking at a cash out too. And she ain't gonna be the only one that come step forward trying to pin him to the cross. Yeah, they trying to pin. It's just the chickens is coming home to roost, man. But it seemed like Sharpe ain't very sharp, man, when it comes to using critical thinking. Because now he bringing Chad into his bullshit. He already brought his brother into it. He put the jacket on his brother during the Hall of Fame ceremony, but he's being sued and obliterated by an OnlyFans model at the same simultaneously. Man, this shit's bad, man. This shit do not look good. But just the typical black man in America, always horny, always want white women. So he fit the stuff, muscles, little white woman, horny, NFL, football. He fits the stereotypical black man. So don't be surprised when white people talk all this shit on the internet, because guess what? Most of the time, most of these brothers is proving them right. That's why, I keep it funky. I keep it 50-50. But the thing is, man, it's looking bad. It's looking real bad, especially for the people who think black entertainment was going uphold its position in society, when that's not the case. That shit got banned from existence. Why? Because black people don't own their own culture. Black people don't own their own culture. Hold on, I think I got a message. No, that's from that one post. Let me see. Federal charges can be brought because they attacked. What the hell? Come on, man. This dude. We're gonna have to chime in on this because he's saying, okay, we're gonna segue into this Cincinnati because this Cincinnati stuff. because they done came out with some body cam. Cause the dude said I was 62 years old. He said he got attacked by multiple people. A man in a polo green shirt is telling Cincinnati Police Department officer what led up to the fight. The officer is heard asking, "Don't really know." Sounded dazed. It just got out of the bar, and it just got crazy. That's not a hate crime, y'all. It's a bar fight. We gonna get into this video. It can't be a hate crime because there's alcohol involved. Hold on, I'm about to pull up my screen. Yeah, I'm writing this dude back. We debating on the internet. He's saying that Cincinnati shit's a hate crime. I said it's not a hate crime because you got alcohol involved. I don't know how to spell alcohol. See, these people don't know this information. That's why they spew all this racist shit saying it's a race crime, but it really ain't no race crime. It was a bar fight that got out of control. It was a bar fight that got out of control. We got the fucking footage right here. But like I said, you got stupid white people that don't do no investigation work, trying to conjure up something that's not even there, man. For it to be a hate crime, it would have to be premeditated. Like, I'm about to. You see blacks coming in a restaurant and you just spitting their food and shit. That would be considered a hate crime. You know what I'm saying? We go spit in black people's food or we go spit in white people's food type shit. That would be considered a hate crime. This Cincinnati shit, this shit happen all the time. Bar fights happen all the time. You can't. It'd be hard to prove a hate crime in the midst of a bar fight at 3:25 a.m. in the morning on 4th and M. In downtown Cincinnati, come on, man. Come on, man. People need to get their emotions out of these cases, even though they look ugly, yes. Look, it says the fight, man, it says the fight reportedly began over a dispute at a food truck, possibly about chicken wings. For real. For real. This shit crazy. This is crazy. These are the reports. Now the thing is, if you want to see if this establishment has been causing a lot of trouble, they could pull up how many times the cops been there. If it ain't been no cops there for no fights in months and shit, like you know what I'm saying? Guess what? That means that place has been kosher. It ain't had no problems. But all of a sudden, we got these Russians coming in, just slinging the N word, just slinging the N word around. So we at the food. The thing is, we at the food truck getting chicken after the club, and then some racist shit pop off. Very weird, man. Very weird. Very weird. And the thing is, if it's a mixed crowd, ain't gonna be no racist shit pop. You gotta think, man. People just living off the internet, man. And it's sad, man. And it ain't just it's everybody. It's everybody. I'm not even gonna say Y'all, I don't use that word. Y'all just, man, be Pacific, man. The thing is, guess what? You got all this racist tension going on in America, and they motherfuckers want to lump each other all together, and then some innocent person get hurt because motherfuckers want to lump everybody together. You lump me together, you go get fucking lumps. Don't lump me with nobody, motherfucker. Be Pacific. Just be like a certain group of black people, because we ain't all on that page, and that's the thing. I'll fight against that shit all day. I'll go back and forth with a racist like that, all fucking a white racist like that think we all motherfucking alike out this bitch, nigga. I'll fucking go back and forth with that motherfucker all day. I ain't afraid of no damn conversation with no right wing motherfucking love nut out this bitch. Trust me, I'm not. I love debating and stuff. And like I said, we went over that last episode, and Brody crashed out. He started good, but Brody ended up uh, using all kind of racial terminology when he didn't even have to do all that. He just could. Man, I'm telling you, man. Certain people, it's both sides, man. Y'all sick in the head, man. You know what? I really do hope y'all not here. I hope y'all not here after a certain amount of time, because AI about to replace y'all racist ass anyway, black and white. They about to get y'all up ass up out of here. And the thing is, it seems like they weaponize it more against white people. I'll be honest with you. They weaponizing this shit more against white people because white people is the last race of people that gotta go. They already got rid of the blacks. You see BET's gone. That culture is dying out. So you just looking at a dying culture just dying out. But guess what? They got to take one more demographic out. And once they take that out, they already took it out by genetics. See, the thing is, when I repeat this stuff, don't blame me. This shit written by a fucking white man. I'm repeating what the damn scientist said. But like I said, people have selective outrage. That's a cancer in America. Selective outrage. You gonna be mad about this, but you ain't gonna be mad about that. But it's the same. It got the same weight to it. Yeah, all right. I see what's going on. Why you think I do podcasts every day? Because I don't want no stupid ass black person speaking for me. I'll speak for my damn self. You ain't about to lump me together with nobody, because I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna separate from dumb people. Period. Let's look up the word $5 Indian. $5 Indian. You could buy your way into being a Indian, no matter who you was. So you could get certain benefits in America. No different than white Russians posing as white nationalists. No different than Jamaicans, tethers posing as black nationalists. Same fucking thing. Everybody wants to be American. Remember that. But everybody hates America. That's weird. White Russians want to be American, but they're not American. They don't know how to conduct themselves around black people. White Russians do not know how to conduct themselves around black people. We all fucking know that. So don't come on here and act like you don't know what's going on. And that's the thing. That's a possibility that Russia, and we all know Hillary Clinton and the Democrats were directly involved with Russia. But when you bring the PSYOP to the forefront, oh man, it's something else. It just is what it. Nah, motherfucker, you just trying to get this bill passed. That's all. And guess what? The Russians go help get that fucking anti-white hate bill passed. That's what they're trying to do. So once that's it, that's up in the air too. That's up in the air too, which I don't mind. It's not a problem to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here committing crimes against whites. So this shit that's going on don't apply to me. Only thing I'm doing is trolling. I gotta troll both sides because both sides fell into the psyop. Both sides fell into the racial propaganda that's being twisted up in America, and people are falling for it. And once you fall for the psyop, there ain't no going back to being regular again. There ain't no going back to being a critical thinker once you fall for a psyop. You see, it ain't no such thing. Let me repeat myself. There's no such thing as being a critical thinker once you fall for deception. Sad, man. It's a sad uh, day in America. So let's get into, because the thing is, let's read the comments before we get into the video. Because the thing is, if all this is happening simultaneously, where is the premeditated hate coming from? There would have to be some premeditated hate. I didn't see none. I seen a fight escalate out the bar, spill out on the streets. When there's alcohol involved, there ain't gonna be no hate crime. Nobody's conscious of what's going on. Dummy. Fucking dummy. But you'll have agitators on the internet pushing to say that it's a hate crime actually in actuality, when you look at the rule of law, it doesn't fall under a fucking hate crime. Stupid. I understand that you feel that way, which you should have every right to, but it ain't what you think it is. And people don't have that discernment because all they see is the fucking video and an innocent woman getting her head back. That's all they see. That's all that. But when you peel the layers back, oh, it's something totally different. It ain't what you really think it is, fam. That's what I'm saying. Who's going to bring certain stuff like this to the forefront so you can get your brain working in the morning time? Because at this point, it's just shut off. Matter of fact, the psyops have gotten so good over the years, they just go replace y'all with AI. I told you they would just go. So, the 6 suspects have been indicted on multiple charges, including felonious assault and aggravated riding. Nigga, that's probation in Cincinnati. That's probably a month or two in jail, 2 or 3 years probation. This is what they be indicted on. But guess what? They want the feds to pick it up. But when the feds see that they was in the bar drinking, oh man, the feds gonna go back to eating they fucking donuts and smoking they cigars. So people are all up in this uproar for what? To get what passed? To do what? That's my thing, because black people ain't gonna stop acting like monkeys, no matter how many times we go come up on here and say it. They just go phase themselves out and be back in jail. That's the only way to get them off the streets. They go come off the streets, but in all reality, everybody got tricked. We see what happened. That's obvious. What's the obvious stuff we don't see? Nobody wants to bring that up, and that's because America is in a dark place right now. America is suffering from cancer. I don't give a fuck how the economy might turn around. Hopefully, it might turn around. You see, deep state still fighting on their last leg. They fighting on their last leg. As you could look at the gas prices until the deep state still fighting. One day it's 273. Next day it's 350. Weird. Almost jumping. It's almost jumping like the stock market. Well, shit, we might need to just get gas on this day. Well, on Tuesdays it's $1.57, but on Fridays it's $8.25. But on Friday, you really got to go somewhere out this bitch. You better fill up on Tuesday. You see what I'm saying? So that's taking place. You still, man. I believe over a certain amount of time that shit will phase out. And the thing is, God wants you to go back to nature. I'm gonna be honest with you. You want to know the real reason why inflation is taking place? Because the food is bad. The food is bad. Inflation. You eat the food and then you blow up, but you can't lose the weight. So most of this food that you eating now, it don't even break down in your digestive system. That means you can eat a burger and you'll fart out a burger with the onions, all that shit still intact. And some say if you eat the Mickey D's burgers, they don't disintegrate. They said somebody had let's look up the oldest McDonald's burger. You know I like looking shit up like this. Let's get rid of Shannon Sharpe. Let's get rid of Shannon Sharpe. I guess they cleaned that up, or they probably settled out of court. Some shit we don't know privately. Oldest McDonald's burger still alive. And this shit look nasty too. It's the oldest McDonald's burger. And you put this in your stomach, and he eating this shit. Nasty motherfucker. He's eating it. Look at that patty. That shit do not digest it. You wonder why you got cancer. So when you eat this damn burger, you get cancer, and you call on the Lord. Does that make sense? You putting all this junk in your body, and then when you get cancer, you want to call on the Lord. And this dude right here, he ain't even texting me back. He ain't even texting me back. Cause he know he wrong. He know he see what I see. He's a I can't even follow him. You see this shit? When you want look, y'all see me pressing the follow button. I can't even follow my Patriot friends on here, even though we have a different opinion about things. See, the thing is, people don't understand. I'm agreeing with my Patriot buddies on this Cincinnati topic. But the thing is, I'm not about to be so in agreement when I know there's a psyop happening in America. I ain't about to be that fucking stupid. That's why I'm Mr. Trump-tastic, and he's American Patriot. I really go into the details of everything. I just can't go with the status quo. Just because I'm a conservative, I just can't go with everybody without taking a third, fourth look at it. We already took the first look at it. We said it was bad. Now, what's the second? What are we doing here? The thing is, this is how investigations work. So people will get mad at the cops. People will congratulate the cops for doing the investigation work. But when it's somebody doing the same thing online, it's a fucking problem. And guess what? He put him, look. He put on my, because I sent them this video right here. This the video we did on my radio show. We on Mr. Trump-tastic TV. I said Russians pose as white nationalists in Cincinnati. We did this show for a reason, because I don't want people to think it's just for face value, man. Y'all need to. The thing is, man, if you about to really be a podcaster, if you're thinking about doing podcast work, this is the shit you gotta put in. This is the stuff you gotta put in to make people think. If you a podcaster, you ain't making people think, you're a failure. You're a fucking failure. And like I said, a lot of these people have to go side with their status quo, because guess what? They're either being paid or they're just stupid. They're just plain out stupid. They can't think outside the box. If you can't think outside the box, of course you go look racist, especially black people. A lot of black people can't think out the box. That's why they come off of racist. A lot of white people can't think out the box and come off as racist. But like I said, poor whites and poor blacks, they can't be racist. They can't be you can't be racist if you on the bottom of the pyramid. I just don't understand. And people just throw their life away because they want people want to be disrespectful on the internet. They just want to throw because the thing is, you gotta think. A lot of people work a job. That's what I said, man. You gotta have. You can't be working a regular job and just be racist. You gotta be unemployed to do certain shit like that. You gotta be unemployed to come off, or you gonna have a. The thing is, you might have a burner account, but just coming all off like that, and you you CEO or you a doctor of this company, hell no, nah, motherfucker ain't gonna trust you a patient trusting you knowing that you been saying this and that online about certain people. Man, ain't nobody gonna trust. Even white people ain't gonna trust a black person that's been saying stuff online, but they a fucking doctor. Come on, man. That's why you have certain groups of people that request certain doctors. Some white people be like, oh, I don't want no nigger doctor checking up on my body. I request a white doctor. And it come to find out that motherfucker a goddamn Zionist out this bitch. But you don't fucking know because you identify with white skin. Vice versa. Your black ass go to a doctor and you request a black person, but we all know we don't see very many black doctors. So it's gonna be a foreigner, it's gonna be an African. But guess what? In that family, they was taught to hate black people. But in the world of medication, you can't fucking do that. You gotta hide your racism. So the thing is, guess what? She might subscribe you a wrong fucking prescription. That might make a fucking piece of corn grow out your motherfucking ass or some shit. Some old weird shit. And guess what? You don't fucking know. You just trying to get help. But guess what? They do. They do. That's the true definition of a scientist, or what we call a Zionist. Boy, y'all in trouble. That's why I said y'all in trouble with me. You cannot say what you say to everybody else to me, because over here it gets cut quick. I'm gonna be like, hey, can you explain this? Can you articulate yourself and explain what's going on? And most people can't do it. Most people can't do it because guess what? They get their information from stupid people. That's why I said the world. Who else said the world was doomed? Elon Musk just recently came out and said we're doomed, and I believe it. I believe it too. Ain't no going back. If you just stupid and left behind, your ass is look. With artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. The demon already here. The demon been roaming around for the last 6,000 years. The beginning of government, but it's in a form of what we call the Nehushtan. Now I wake up and see why evil people run the world every day. Because good people feed them data. Good people feed them, yeah, they whole existence, they whole mind, soul harvesting for real on a different type of level. So if you just an average American thinking you doing the will of God, 99.9% you doing the will of evil subconsciously. No different than what Klaus Schwab said. He said, you will own nothing and be happy. But guess what Jesus said? Jesus said the same thing. Don't store up earthly pleasures because this is not your home. Now you tell me, what's the difference between what Klaus Schwab said and Jesus Christ said? And if you could split those two in half, I'll get off this fucking internet forever. I'll get off this internet. You won't see my black ass on here talking forever. What's the difference between what Jesus said and what Klaus Schwab said? Not a goddamn thing. Not a goddamn, and I'm saying got. I ain't saying God. For you motherfuckers out there that think I'm saying that I'm not. I'm saying got, damn it. I had to argue with this one dude that couldn't. I know it sounds similar, but You know what I'm saying. I got a little country accent, but it is what it is. Ain't no difference. These evil people go by scripture too. So let's get into this whole conversation. This is what I put too. I said, this is what I said. I said I gotta like my own shit because don't nobody support the truth no more. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you want to make money, just lie on the internet. Motherfuckers will believe me anyway. When you tell the truth, ain't nobody gonna believe you. Ain't nobody gonna take you serious when you tell the truth. So if you want to become a podcaster, just come out and lie to everybody first, and then everybody goes to that. Just keep on fucking lying. It works. I don't do it, but it works. See, if I start doing it, it'll eat up my conscience. I can't die. You'll end up like Candace Owens out this bitch. All right? You end up like a lot of these people who can't put two and two together. It's weird to me. So I said, so you have Russians in downtown. Russians. No, we dealing with a Russia problem. And with me knowing that, I'm putting two to two together. I said, man, the Russians, they try to attack Trump. And it goes way deeper than Trump. They are actually bringing the real Russians out on the streets. But like I said, if you got white skin, dumb white people go identify with the Russians. Just like dumb black people, they want to group themselves up with the Africans and motherfucking Jamaicans. They want to group themselves up and be a whole race of people. Man, that ain't it, man. It's called that. People got nationalities, but when they want to harm you, they just go under whites, or they'll label themselves under black when they want to do damage and shit. When they want to do damage control, they just change their nationality. But y'all don't see that. So y'all can't, and this is the reason why, if we can't find out what's going on and the root cause of things in America, why are you trying to pray for it? I stopped praying for America a long time ago because Jesus Christ said this ain't my motherfucking home. So I don't pray for better days. I really don't. Because everybody else pray for better days. And guess what's happening? Things are getting worse. Prayers are not answered. Because this world don't belong to God. It belongs to the devil. It belongs to Satan. Satan run this world. God ain't got nothing to do with printing motherfucking money. But on the money, it says, God we trust. Go figure that out. So you think God printed that money? You think God has to deal with any type of earthly riches? But when Klaus Schwab say it's a fucking problem, Klaus Schwab know what the fuck he talking about. You don't. You don't know what you talking about. I would believe Klaus Schwab over a motherfucker that's at the bottom of the pyramid. Trust me. I would believe in the evilest person in the world because allegedly he know more than a good person. He know that, just like Satan. Satan knows Jesus Christ more than his followers do. He's a follower of Jesus Christ. Satan followed Jesus Christ. He's a shadow. He's his duplicate, but you don't know that. But you have people out here speaking for everybody else, but they not checking in. They just talk. They not checking in for real, fam. And that's the reason why you're stupid. If the shoe fits, wear it. I ain't putting all y'all in one boat. I'm saying this is the reason why you're stupid, and you've been listening to over 100,000 hours of conspiracy videos and truth videos, but you still don't know what the fuck going on. You still getting tricked by trending topics. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Even I pulled up the Nick Fuentes. I said Nick Fuentes, he say some pretty good shit sometimes, and then sometimes he just off the rocker, but I'm thinking in my head, this last name Fuentes is Spanish. So you have Spanish people, white Spanish conquistador, fucking nationalists speaking for regular whites. He's the spokesman for regular whites. Who's the spokesman? Who do I need to go to talk to the leader of the whites? Just on a social level. We ain't got no fucking body. Just like we don't have any black people to go to talk about certain issues. I want to see those people. I want to see more of those people that really peel the scab back. I don't want. You think I want surface level knowledge? You think I'm searching? You think I'm seeking surface level knowledge? Some of y'all content with this shit. If you content with social surface level knowledge, you're in the red zone. You're in red. Red urgency. Help. You need help. And guess what? That's what the internet is turning people into. Mental patients. And you think they want prejudice, racist, mental patients working on their job site? And even if you got a burner account, they could trace it back to your IP address. Figure out that you're a teacher at fucking Carnegie Way Boulevard in Cook County. Apartment lot 490, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he's a teacher at Sedgwick Middle School. And right here, he was calling a black person a nigger at 5 o'clock in the morning. But he about to go teach some kid. Come on, man. So like I said, we could play the color game all fucking day. You say the same thing about black. Well, some of y'all disgust me, man. We ain't gonna make it, and I'm. You know what? That's okay. That's okay too. Like I said, everybody ain't gonna make it. Everybody is not gonna make it, and that's okay. Trust me. And that's the way you want it to be, for real. I'm gonna be honest with you. You want everybody not to make it, because guess what? That's in the Bible too. That's in the Bible too. So we going off scripture. Everything we say is in the scripture. So I ain't making nothing up. We could pull up the analytics. So let's get into this video. Oh, I ain't done reading yet, and then we'll get into the video. So this shit happened at approximately 3:25. What fucking race crime you know that happens at this time in the morning? Was they burning crosses in your yard? Because the thing is, white KKK members used to burn crosses in white people's yard. So who are these people? You're not gonna know. You want me to show you why you're not gonna know? Because of this. The symbols are flipped upside down. The costumes look different. That's why you're not gonna know. Anybody that's in a costume or in a cartoon, it means that you're not meant to figure out who's behind these costumes. Like I said, it could be the teacher, the judge, it could be the pastor at the church. Because you already know the pastor, he wear the white robe anyway. He wear the white muumuus and the white nightgowns anyway. And guess what? He ain't got no drawers on. Like I said, the top hat is cool with the monk at the Wailing Wall. This their economy system, because their religious order is their economy. Government is one big religious order. but you thought it was some separate shit. No, it's not. See, people just now finding out stuff that they should have found out years ago. Now they just waking up. Motherfuckers just waking up, but they want to be expertise in the stuff and become content creators. And motherfuckers just now waking up. Like, what are you gonna do? Now you gotta trap a whole bunch of dumb motherfuckers to come follow you. Cause guess what? I'm not gonna follow you. I'm not gonna follow you because you still ain't got the story right. But we gonna help you. We gonna help you. I might follow you, but the thing is, that person will get way more clicks and views than me. And this motherfucker just woke up yesterday. Why? Because I pretty much got this simulation figured out. These people are still waking up to a whole new world. And on top of that, there's some more shit on top of that, and some more layers on top of that. Once you get to me, I'll already be back. I already been reincarnated by then. Because the thing is, I run circles around this knowledge stuff. This stuff ain't. I do this stuff in my sleep, and none of these shows are scripted either. So it says Fox News Digital previously reported that a lone 911 call brought law enforcement to the scene. It's from this dude. He's 60, and you can see there's other white people in the midst of everything, just having fun and shit. You know what I'm saying? But this is the lady that got knocked out. I don't think she's Russian. Some say she's Russian or not, but it don't matter. She was hurt. It don't matter. And the thing is, I try to tell people, I said, man, this could very well be an antagonized, orchestrated attack from Russia. This is how you weaponize black people. It don't take much to weaponize a black person. All you gotta do is call them the N-word. That's obvious. I'm like, bro, I get into debates with these people. It ain't even debates. It's just full blowouts. It ain't even nothing to discuss for real. Because when I do bring these topics up and bring this people's attention, I don't get no rebuttal. Because the thing is, I already agreed to your first assessment. Now let's move on to the second assessment and see if this makes sense. And usually I don't get. Usually I get a response with them agreeing with me, or, when they don't like what you have to say about something, they just disappear anyway. Or they'll erase their whole fucking comment so you can't engage with them anymore. So this is what it says. This is from one of the other victims. You said, I'm 62 years old. I got attacked by multiple people, and a man in a polo green shirt is telling a Cincinnati police officer. What? Look, listen to this. It said, what led up to the fight? The officer is heard asking. This motherfucker don't even fuck. This is what he said. He said, don't really know. How do you not know what led up to the fight? And you involved in a fight, but everybody on the internet is screaming, oh man, this is a race crime. But the people that are involved in the damn crime don't know what fucking happened. That's weird. Bitch, yeah, you do fucking know what happened. You fucking do know what happened. You know exactly what happened. And you ain't telling people because guess what? A certain group of people got weaponized and agitated on purpose. And people are really siding with the foreigners. Even though a lot of people think blacks are animals, at the end of the day, on paper, they are Americans. They got the same rights your white ass got. And guess what? White people, I ain't gonna say all, but majority sided with the foreigners. When foreigners are the main people that are trying to take down America. But when it looks different, a lot of people can't decipher what's going on because it looks different. And it also plays in a belief system already about black people. It's already aligned together. So The waters are muddy. This is the perfect psyop. And guess what? A lot of people can't do nothing with it because they already fucking programmed anyway. They already programmed anyway. People are already stupid, dumbed down, indoctrinated anyway, and they know that too. You don't think the enemy know you more than you know yourself? Oh man, we're doomed. That's why Elon Musk said we're doomed. Like I said, I don't even pray for America no more. Ain't no need of praying. That shit don't work. It shit get worse. Every time you pray, it get worse. Maybe people need to stop praying. It'll get better. Maybe we need to do the exact opposite of what we're doing now. Maybe, and it ain't no maybe. I guarantee you it'll turn around, but that ain't gonna happen. You could tell people the solution, they're not gonna like it. You could tell people, hey, you gotta do this, you gotta stop doing it. They ain't gonna fucking do it, man. They've been replaced. How can you pray for a robot? Ain't no such thing. How can you pray for a robot? Come on, man. So he said he don't know what happened. He sound dazed because he probably just got hit over the head. He said it just got out of the bar and it just got crazy. Shit just don't happen like that, man. He said, okay, you didn't get it. He said, okay, you didn't get into it with anybody inside the bar. The police officer replied. The dude said, no. The man replied, not at all. I got side punched. It wasn't a fair fight at all. In another officer's body camera, also obtained by Fox News Digital, a female Cincinnati police officer is heard asking witnesses if the argument about the wing over chicken wings, fam. Over some chicken wings. I don't know if the white Russian dude, he got the last 6 piece or what. But this shit arguing over chicken wings. Throughout the footage, a group of individuals is seen, and that's where it stopped at too. Throughout the footage, a group of individuals is seen punching and disputing wings at a local food truck early in the mornings of Saturday, July 26th. Are they fighting about wings? The officer, you see what I'm saying? Does this sound racial to you? Does this sound like a hate crime? Arguing over wings, and it just escalated. Boy, we in trouble, man. We in trouble, man. I'm telling you that right now. Mentally, the state of America it's not gonna be fixed, y'all. Because after what I witnessed people getting hit psyop after psyop after psyop after psyop. I done seen and heard so many hits, man, and then you come online and you see blasphemy before we even hear about the whole case being rolled out. So it went from being racist to some chicken wings. Now look at this. Because I know a lot of white people, they saying, oh, it don't matter if a white person, see, the thing is, I'm going to be honest with you, a white person ain't stupid enough to go in a crowd full of black people and sling that word, but a Russian is. A dumb Russian that ain't from here, that don't know the demographics of America will do that. White people know not to do. That's a death sentence. The white people know not to fucking do that shit. White people scared of black people. Why would you think they would fucking do that? I have to say it like that because it seems like white folks scared of black people now because black people are coming off like animals and monkeys. And when you go to the zoo and they open up the monkey cage, it ain't supposed to be open, of course you're going to be scared. That's what they saying. Black people are monkeys and all this. But you ain't going to be terrified of them if they get out of control? See, white people know that shit. But a Russian from another country, that looks at social media and sees all these white folks, not all of white folks, because I gotta say I can't I'm not lumping everybody together because I know some of y'all ain't that's fucking stupid, but some are. So, and the thing is, the Russian white folks, they look at white folks online, basically degrading blacks, using the N word, slinging that motherfucker around everywhere on X, and then in real life situations they act it out, and then when they ass get beat on, it's like, oh man, that wasn't supposed to happen. Yes, it was supposed to happen, dummy. Yes, that type of shit happen all the time. Golly, man. Just by people being naive, man, we not gonna make it, y'all. America's not gonna make it. When Donald Trump says save America, he only talking about a certain group of people. He ain't talking about abroad. I'll tell you that right now, because AI is too advanced for the human brain. Even the ones that think they got it all figured out, no. Because like I said, I done been tricked by this shit before. I had to rewind the tape and clean myself up. I said, nah, man, what I said was wrong, and I wasn't right about it. But I was damn sure 95% right about it. But that 5%, I'll go back and clean it up. I'll just go back and clean it up. So this is what they said. See, they're not gonna do this, man. The people that are commenting on this damn case, they're not gonna open up a live feed. They're not gonna pay $100 a month to tell you what the fuck went on. They're not gonna come out their pocket, push the live button, step by step. They're not gonna fucking tell you that. They're gonna tell you some shit in the comment section, and you ain't gonna see them ever again. You go get 2 seconds out of that. See, the thing is, you can rewind this tape back forever. You ain't gonna see that fucking stupid ass comment. Well, shit. If they dox your ass, they can pull that shit up. They know what you're saying, but we're not gonna remember it. We're not gonna remember it at all. But guess who remembers it? AI. AI knows what you're thinking. AI ain't no different than Santa Claus. He know what you're thinking. He know if you're naughty or nice. Christ know the same thing too. He know if he can see the heart. So can AI. It says they asked the woman, "Do you know who swung first?" The woman asked. Oh, hold on. Let's rewind the tape. It says, "I heard it was the white guy who called the guy a nigger." A man replied. So you expect, the thing is, I'm not about to go into no damn honky tonk land and spew racist slurs in a gathering full of whites. You gonna be like, you gonna say, "Oh man, that's a death wish. That's a death wish right there." You're gonna fucking say that, right? Yes or no? Tell me right now. If you're not gonna say that, I'll get off the internet. Because the thing is, I already proved it that if it did happen that way, it would happen that way. We pulled up a whole video. We did a whole video. Nobody said anything racist about it. And guess what? The N word was being flung around while the black dude's ass was getting beat. But I said, man, this shit ain't racist because allegedly he didn't pay for his tab. He didn't pay for his tab. And like 50 hell angels beat his ass. I don't even think they called the police. I think they just beat his ass. They beat his black ass so bad they just threw him out the bar. To told him no, don't ever come back. Again, this is a Trump bar in Fort Wayne, Indiana. But when I looked at the video, I said, with the excuses that they're using, yes, he was under the terms to get his ass beat. But since it's a different color, we get different opinions. But like I said, if it's the same color, you go cry wolf. I done seen this shit happen on both sides. But like I said, this is what's being said, and you can't say, "Oh man, I don't believe it." We gotta go with what the we could even if you don't believe it or not, we still gotta go with these stories right here. This is what's being said. This is what they go bring up in court too. You stupid dummy. All this shit going in court records, and then they gotta boom boom. They gotta do their thing with what they got. So we doing our thing with what we got. And the same thing we're saying, they go fucking say in court. This gonna be the defense of it. And you will have to actually prove that these 6 blacks were involved in a damn hate crime. And if this shit's playing out the way it is, I see they go get a slap on the wrist, maybe do 1 or 2 years. That's it. The update comes from the same day all 6 individuals arrested in connection with the viral beating in downtown Cincinnati have been indicted by the grand jury, facing charges. Patrick, Jermaine, Merriweather, Kendrick Vernon, and Dominique Kittle are each charged with 3 counts of alleged felonies, assault, 3 counts of charge for aggravated rioting. There's no attempted murder or nothing. It can't be all this because, like I said, it was not premeditated. First of all, like, come on, man. If you go spew shit on the internet, we need you to tell the truth. We can't go off commenting on something we have no clarification about. And that's what makes people look like hypocrites. When you actually break this stuff down, you thought you had it all figured out, but no, in reality, you're a hypocrite and you get tricked by trending topics. And I don't understand why people still have shows and podcasts when they are off the target. That boggles my mind. That boggles my mind. That means they got their fucking fan base under hypnotos. What was that shit called? Where they just hypnotize their whole following. Yeah, y'all hypnotized because a fucking child could explain what happened. A child could explain what happened. We got grown adults that just live in fantasy land. Like this shit can't pop off at any time due to these circumstances. See, the thing is, a lot of let me be honest with you. Most white people, they want to be able to call a black man or a black person a nigger and them not able to be able to do something in retaliation. That's called fantasy land. I don't know what kind of world you in, motherfucker, but shit don't work like that. Shit just don't work like that. It never has. It never will. Why you think it's gonna work now? It never has. So that's the cognitive dissonance with these white folks. Just think they can slang that motherfucking word around and ain't nothing go pop off after that. But that's what they want. They want to be able to say it and keep your Negro ass docile like a motherfucking slave out this bitch, like a damn a servant out this motherfucker. I'm gonna be honest with you. You call my ass a nigger, if I'm in the right place where I can fucking beat you up, I'm gonna beat your ass. You call me an animal all you want to. You refer to that motherfucking word around me, and I could get you real good, I'm gonna go get you off top. I don't play that disrespect, and that's how you gotta put it in. You gotta put fear. If that's the case, you gotta put fear in the heart of racist motherfuckers. So be it, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But like I said, you go get an innocent person hit the hell up in the midst of that, and guess what? All due to what? Manufactured racism. And racism pays the bills in America. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Racism pays the bills. Like I said, I don't expect a white person to tolerate no racist shit coming from a black person either. So if a black person coming in talking about you honky this, honky that, I expect that white person to whoop that black person's ass off top. That's especially in front of your kids and shit. Come on, man. Vice is like I said, vice versa. Somebody end up calling me something shit. It depends on where we at. I'm gonna beat your ass. It is what it is. And like I said, some people jump in, some people don't. It ain't never been no such thing as no fair fight. I don't understand. The only fair fights I see is on boxing, on TV and shit. Motherfucker don't fight fair in real life. I don't know where y'all hurt, man. See, the thing is, a lot of people live in fantasy land, you know? Man, all this woulda, shoulda, coulda. Well, this person shoulda, coulda, did this, and man, we all know that shit ain't about to play out like that. We all know. Now let's get into because there's still some more content. I just got to keep y'all fast forward y'all up to real life out this bitch. Because when y'all get on the internet, you become fantasy land for some odd reason. You become fantasy land. That shit gonna get you left behind with the Antichrist. You gotta catch up with 2025. You still have black racists and white racists still arguing, but guess what? They're dying off. That racism shit dying off, but they gotta reach a pinnacle. So even my wife said, she said, why am I seeing a whole bunch of racist stuff online? I said, man, because you reaching the end of it. It's the end of it, actually. After this happened, people go start losing their jobs. They just getting everybody doxxed. They go back and see who's been saying shit. And that it is what it is. But like I said, if you can't articulate yourself and stand on what you said, you go look like a damn domestic terrorist, especially when you dealing with certain races of people. When you dealing with all races of people and you in the medical field or you in the auto field, man, you can't get no funding or anything like that. No different than when Trump say, oh, well, this state ain't getting no funding because y'all hating on the Jews type shit. Same thing. They can still pull that federal law up and not pay your dumb ass. Shut your whole business down because you said some fucking shit on the damn internet. Now people don't want to now people, you can't get business from everybody. You go cut yourself short just by serving white people and your fucking whole shit go tank because you said something. The thing is, you had black customers. But once the black customers found out you said something racist online, they go down to Johnny down the street. Johnny down the street, he diverse. He get all the money. This guy over here, he only subject to white money. But this guy over here, guy B, he getting Arab money, black money, white money, all that. But guess what? Mechanic A, he might be the best mechanic. Shit's crazy, man. Shit's crazy how I'll be breaking stuff down, the simulation, how I'll be breaking this simulation down, y'all. Now let's get into, all right. So we read that. He said, what I saw on, who is this coming from? What I saw on video is not the Cincinnati I know and love. Hamilton County Prosecutor Connie Pillard said, these charges hold those involved in the attack accountable. The update comes nearly 2 weeks after the bystander video showing the brutal beatdown of the corner of 4th and Elm streets went by. Now the thing is, man, white people ain't about to be on no 4th and Elm. And it's crazy because oh my God, they talking code so much, man. Let's get into this, man. I'm gonna show you the joke. I'm gonna show you the joke, and this shit been going on since the 70s. This the big joke on white people. This is the big joke on I'm about to pull it up right now. Let's look up Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger. Most of Freddy Krueger's victims were white. Why are they displaying all these white people getting killed? Look, white people getting killed. You barely see black people get killed by serial killers. Always white. You don't see Freddy killing any blacks for real. I'm trying to flip through all these pictures. Look, white. All his victims was white. You know what I'm saying? He might have had a blackie in there. White. What's what is the story behind serial killers always killing white folks in these movies? Because they trying to see if it happened in the movie. See, this happened on Elm Street. The shit that happened in Cincinnati happened on Elm Street too. The joke is on white people is that they fucking gullible and they'll fall for anything. That's always been the joke. That's always been the stereotype of white people that they just gullible, always curious, and when white people get curious, they end up getting knocked out and shit. They end up getting killed. But when Freddy Krueger do it, it ain't no problem with Freddy Krueger do it. When the shit play out in real life, it's a big problem. It's a massive race problem. Elm Street. Now I flipped through this motherfucker about 50 times. I have not seen Freddy Krueger attack not one black person yet. They telling you in the movies that white people are gullible. What do you think happened at this Cincinnati brawl on Elm Street? Same thing. What does Freddy Krueger personify? Fantasyland, a nightmare. You think it's a coincidence it happened on Elm Street? Look, how the fuck she getting killed by Freddy Krueger? All white people. You see what I'm saying? You see the stereotype that white people are nosy and sticking their fucking nose in black issues. And then when something pop off, they point the fucking finger. When we all know this is a stereotype. They tell you in the movies. This how we all figured out that most white people were gullible and they go side with their killer. They go with the killer. Well, I tell you what, this is the shit we talk about on this channel. We get into meat and potatoes. You know what I'm saying? We get into what's really we in tune, man. We in tune. This shit been established and put in the minds of people since the 80s. And y'all know it's true. Y'all know what I'm saying is true. Stop me when I'm lying. Stop me when I'm lying. That's all I got to say. But yeah, that was just very odd. Yeah, let me pull this back up because we need to read the rest of this. And this is people need to know this shit, but I'm sitting down here with y'all taking time out my day to try to heal America and where we get these stereotypes from and how the stereotypes actually play out. So we got one stereotype of violent black people acting like monkeys. And then we have the scary movie stereotype playing out simultaneously at the same time. And you think you go have a fucking good night at 3:25 a.m. stepping out the bar when two stereotypes are playing at the same time? Stereotypes are frequencies. That's why they call it stereo. Type. It's a type of stereo, a type of a rhythm, a type of algorithm due to a certain people. But y'all don't fucking see that though. Why don't y'all see that? Why do y'all not see that? Why am I one of the only ones in the world? There's 8 billion people in the world. Am I the only one that's spotting this shit out? Am I the only one making these connections? Makes me think I'm on a damn island by my fucking self. And if I gotta be on an island by myself and troll from there, so be it. So let's read. It says these charges hold involved in the attack accountable. The update comes nearly 2 weeks after a bystander video. Did we already read this? I ain't about to read all this shit now, but that's sad what happened to her. I'm not deflecting on that fact. I'm deflecting on, hold on, because we might have to do part 2. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I gotta go. That's why I don't really want to read it. I gotta go. I gotta go to the gym. As a matter of fact, word of advice. We'll come back and read most of this later because my son, he ready to go. He's ready to go to the gym. It says, what I saw on video is not the Cincinnati I know. That's what the prosecutor said. The update comes nearly 2 weeks after the bystander video showing the brutal beatdown on 4th from Elm Street. That's where Freddy Krueger works. Sparking national outrage and forcing local leaders to answer for the beating. Witness video obtained by Fox Digital shows a man repeatedly yelling racial slurs at a group before being violently thrown to the ground and kicked repeatedly. So he's just out there, nigga, no, no, just yelling. Of course he go get his ass whooped, man. Come on, man. Of course he go. Of course, a Russian too. Oh man. And when that councilwoman, she said, "Oh, they was asking for it." She was right. She was actually right, but y'all really went in on her for telling the truth. That's how I said, man, y'all hypocrites. She was right. If she wasn't right, I need you to put your comment in the comment section. Because the thing is, I'm looking at this shit like, damn. They was asking for that ass beating if he was just yelling that bitch out in the middle of fucking Elm Street. Of course he go get his ass. That's a fucking no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. And white people even know that's a no-brainer. But like I said, they trying to save face. They trying to save face too. So, man, it's sick on both sides. Like I said, all y'all going to hell with the Antichrist. If you can't figure what's going on, you think Jesus Christ gonna let your ass into heaven? Fuck no. He know you got a pure heart, but he know you stupid too. He know you fucking stupid too. Hold on. This motherfucker named Damien. This racist white shit I keep on talking about. I made a comment and he says the ultimate retard. What's so tard about explaining what's going on? That's that shit about the, that's that shit that about to pop off, fam. I'll battle against that dumbass shit all day. I'll battle against, matter of fact, that's my expertise. That's my expertise, battling against black and white racists. That's my expertise. What's the deal? I'm gonna tell him what's the deal. Because he ain't got no input. He ain't got no input. No intellect that has anything to do with what's going on. Quit touching my screen. So yeah, I'm about to hit this gym, man. We about to pick up where we left off here. Damn, man. Yeah, this ain't no race crime. Yeah, this ain't no race crime, fam. Well, sorry if you expect this to be a hate crime, you're truly misled. You're truly misled. But yeah, I'm gonna get off here. We gonna go into some more of this shit because this shit crazy. This was trending right now. So I gotta cover this. I gotta cover the silly shit, but I'm gonna keep it 100, man. I ain't gonna lie about this shit like some people are. But yeah, I'm out of here, man. Love y'all. I'm out.